Yeah, guys, Weird Alicorn is back. I love that tune so much. I've heard it in like a cool minute, man. I'm telling you, I haven't heard that song forever. Um, anyways, I'm going to be reading you guys more of Close Bond today, written by Sneaky, a human in Equestria fic about Ivan, the human in Equestria, who is romantically involved with Rainbow Dash, our favorite Pegasus. Right? Sorry. Anyways, if you guys remember correctly, last time, it was the end of Act 1. That was the title of the chapter, 5.5. And I was suggesting, I don't know if this is going to be a 3-act structure, 4-act structure, 5-act structure. It just keeps going on forever. Infinity acting structure, whatever. But my guess was a 3-act structure where now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty stuff. But apparently I was wrong because it's starting off nice and pleasant because it's the title of chapter 6, which is labeled 7. This is going to screw me up. Thanks a lot, Sneaky. Thanks a freaking lot. Is entitled Ivan and Rainbow Go to the Beach. Yeah! Part 1. This is turning into an anime or something. Anyway, let's just get right into reading, right? You almost done, Ivan? You zip up your backpack, confident that all the necessities are packed. You know, dildos, condoms. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no, this could be actually pretty essential if you think about it. Whatever. Yeah, I think so. Rainbow flies up, bumping you aside and reopening the zipper. She looks at you, eyebrow raised. You know we're going to the beach, right? Yep, it was my idea, remember? This, she pulls out a roll of duct tape and a buck knife, is not meant for the beach. Well, you say, carefully taking back the items. It's always good to be prepared, isn't it? She rolls her eyes. Paranoid freak. Whatever you say, my money, my trip. I get to do what I want. She shakes her head for a moment, then sighs. Right. Are you done packing yet? Just about. You grab some folded shirts off the counter and plop them into your suitcase. I helped a bit with your clothes while you were doing that. She gestures toward the backpack. You peer into your suitcase and lock it with a click. Oh, is that why my suitcase looks like shit? She punches you lightly and smiles. You smile back, kneeling down and giving her a quick peck on the lips. Things have been going well ever since her estrus cycle had ended a week ago. Other than the usual banter, the two of you haven't really had any arguments, and have actually been having a lot of fun together. In a perfect world, this would be how the relationship would have began, but seeing as how all is fine and good now, you're okay with it. Did you send that letter to Twilight? Rainbow asks, wiping her lips with a foreleg. Oh, funny story there. A couple of days ago, Rainbow tried to convince you into drinking hard cider again. Drinking that old number 7? After much begging and moaning, you agreed to just take a few sips. However, it's difficult to remember how many times you heard the words, Come on, Ivan, just one more. In a short while, you were as drunk as Rainbow during happy hour. Oh, God. The two of you spent the night telling each other terrible jokes that seemed funny at the time, discussing the all-seeing... What the fuck is that? The all-seeing horn. Is that like Sauron from The Lord of the Rings, the all-seeing eye? Discussing the all-seeing horn, which is basically the pony version of the... of the Illuminati. Oh my god. Yo, man, you better watch out for that Illuminati, man. You're just a marionette on some puppet strings. They be taking over the world, man. You know? I know this stuff because I got some insider information, man. That Illuminati, they everywhere. They whispered into Princess Celeste's ear saying, Yo, you gonna have to change the world to suit our needs. Sorry about that. I don't seem to have taken my pills this morning. Let's just continue. Discussing the all-seeing horn, which is basically the pony version of the Illuminati, and making it not so subtle hints at sex. I guess we've been having a lot of sex since they first started, right? I mean, that's what boys and girls do, right? As soon as they have sex, they want some more. Then, you saw Twilight's most recent letter sitting on the table, and for some unfathomable reason, you decided you were going to reply to it. Her letter went like this. My good friend Ivan, I'm so sorry to hear about Rainbow. Please tell her that I hope she gets better soon and say hi for me. I also hope that you will soon find time to fill out and turn in your citizen application and that everything goes well for you. P.S. Sorry for the short letter, but I'm rather busy today. I promise to get back to you as soon as I can so we can talk more about casual things. I do miss talking to you. Your princess and dear friend, Twilight Sparkle. Pleasant, right? Now here's how your letter went. Okay, I'm guessing he was drunk when he wrote this. Dear Princess, yeah, thanks for the letter, and I hope you're good. Ivan. Oh, yeah. Oh, and apparently you wrote it in English, too. Oh, that's right, they have Equish here as well. Yeah, I sent it. Why? You sent the Equish version, which was a much better revision. Really? Because I found it on the floor this morning. You chuckle. Nice try. No, really. She pulls out a piece of paper out of her saddlebag and begins to read aloud. Dear Princess Twilight Sparkle, thank you for... You swipe it out of her hoof. Let me see that. Your eyes scan the page for a minute before you mouth one word. Shit. Aha! She points a forehoof at you. Told ya. Shush. Now I'm trying to remember. I did take a letter to the post office. I just don't know which one... You stop as the realization hits you. Rainbow looks up at you with a wide grin plastered across her face. Oh, you sent the other letter. Oh, that sucks. Have you guys ever been in school? I remember being in school, high school, being in my calculus class, and like, he would always assign his homework, my calculus teacher, and it would always be from the book, and I'd be like, okay, some nights I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna get this shit done, right? And it always seemed on those nights I would get all the work done. I'd do it like perfectly, man. I was doing those derivations and integrals like no one's business. I come into school the next morning, I just sit down at my chair, you know, put my feet up on the desk, cross my arms. For some reason I had sunglasses in my eyes. I don't know why. But he'd come over and be like, yo, young boy, you want to let me see your homework? I'd be like, sure, teach, here it is. See that shit? Even Isaac Newton couldn't beat that shit. Guy invented calculus. And he's like, yo, this is some great shit right here. Only problem is, you didn't do the right motherfucking page. Take that zero, bitch, and just slap me across the face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Maybe paraphrasing a little bit, but hey, whatever. Anyway, we had a break in the text there, as I told you guys that random story. Did you really send her the drunk letter? You facepalm, ignoring her. God, no. What's she going to think when she receives an ill-written, barely legible cider-stained note in English like that? I mean, how did I let that happen? She giggles. Maybe you were drunk. You give her a deathly glare. You're not helping. You see her shrink slightly under your gaze, but she hides it with a meek smile. Hey, come on, I was just joking with you. I mean, it's not like she can read it, right? You sigh, rolling your eyes. Yeah, there's that. She flies up, circling around you for a second before clinging onto your shoulders, piggyback style. Oh, that's cute. I can just picture that. Twilight's her friend. She'll be understanding. I really don't see why you're so worried about. It's not like she'll think anything less of you because of one letter. She's probably expecting something like this to happen eventually, what with the influence I have on you. Yeah, there's that. She bops you on the ear. Shut up. I was trying to make you feel better. My ear's ringing. Nope, that's the doorbell. She jumps up, bouncing on your shoulders with her hind legs. She then drops a little bit, kicking off your chest and propelling yourself through the air towards the door. You stumble backwards, catching yourself on the counter as Rainbow whips open the front door. After a second, she turns. Verity's here. You take this moment to whip your middle finger out. She giggles. She's really the only one in Equestria who knows what that... Oh yeah, that does make sense. Ponies wouldn't know what a middle finger meant, would they? Because they don't have any fingers. Oh, that's so... Whatever. She giggles. She's really the only one in Equestria who understands what that means, as she's seen you flip off ponies on certain occasions, usually in defense of her. Here, though, it doesn't have the same effect. It's similar to cussing to someone in a foreign language. Baka! It's been more of a joke between you and her more than anything. She sticks her head back out the door. Faintly you hear, Ivan said come in. Rainbow takes a step back. Rarity trots through the door, followed by 3 little fillies. Oh, the CMC are coming along to the beach. Rarity is wearing sunglasses and a hat, while the fillies each have their assortment of beach toys, including a rubber duck inner tube worn by Sweetie Belle. Oh, doll, that's so freaking cute. Oh, diabetes. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a moment there. Rainbow gives you a knowing look as you recall what happened here. It was suggested sometime in the past week that the two of you go to the beach together. In preparation, you brought train tickets, booked the hotel, and put a vacation day in for the following Monday, rather. Just for your efforts to be squandered by a simple question. Won't it seem kind of suspicious? You called Rainbow a troll, to which you received a raised eyebrow and a suggestion to invite someone else along. It was agreed upon that Fluttershy would be the perfect candidate for this, seeing as how she already knew what was going on, and therefore you and Rainbow could act like a couple in front of her. So you talked to Fluttershy about it, explaining the nature of the situation. She agreed with you, and who wouldn't want to go to the beach? Sorry, I totally misread that. She agreed with you. Who wouldn't want to take an offer to go to the beach? The next day you were approached by Rarity, who was wondering if she and her sister could come along. Come along where? You said, though you already knew the answer. Why, come with you to the beach, of course. Apparently, Fluttershy had mentioned the beach trip during one of their spa meets. You weren't mad at her. It wasn't really like it was top secret or anything. But it would have been nice if you could have affection. Holy shit, I can't read. But it would have been nice if you could be affectionate with Rainbow somewhere other than the hotel room. But that's the only place it matters, right? Right? Am I right? Right? You know the hotel room? Sorry. And then there's the matter with the Phillies. After finding out that Sweetie Belle was going to the beach, Applebloom and Scootaloo had each begged their guardians to go. Applebloom to Applejack, and Scootaloo to... you don't know who. Applejack kind of represented both of them when she asked you if they could come along. At that point, it was kind of a matter of, well, everyone else is coming along anyways, so why not two more? And so it was decided that Rarity would drop by and pick them both up, then bring them to your house before you all left. Ready, you two? I can't do Rarity's voice. Rarity questions snaps you out of your thoughts. You blink and look to Rainbow, who shrugs. You turn back to her, more or less. Picking up your suitcase and strapping on your backpack, you notice Rarity eyeing you curiously. Something wrong, Rainbow? Or Rainbow, yeah. Something wrong, Rarity? She snaps too. Oh, sorry, I was just wondering about that. She gestures with her hoof. Backpack? Yes, backpack. I've seen you wear it before, but not very often. Is it a human style? In a way, you scratch your head. I guess it's kind of like the Earth equivalent of a saddlebag. I happened to be wearing it before I got here. Kind of fortunate thing, really. Oh, yes, when you arrived in the Everfree Forest. Oh, so he arrived in the Everfree Forest. How original. No, I'm just fucking with you. My human equestrian story has the human arriving in, you guessed it, the Everfree Forest. So, hey, whatever. I don't care. Everyone says, oh, you guys are so unoriginal. You know what I say to those people? Fuck you. Fuck you with a big middle finger. I write whatever the fuck I want. And so can Sneaky. Because we can do whatever we want within the limitations of the law before us, yo. Sorry, I had a moment there again. Anyway. You nod. Yeah, conveniently, I'd been out camping at the time, so when I arrived here, I was already well equipped with survival tools. And he thinks we need them for going to the beach, Dash mutters. You know what? You would be like this too if you were dropped in the middle of some unknown place. What would you do if you found yourself in the Everfree? She grins. Fly home? I know that forest pretty well. You shake your head. That's not the point. But whatever. You ready for the beach? She throws on a pair of sunglasses and crosses her arms. Wait, whoa. Hold up. She throws on a pair of sunglasses. Okay, that's alright. Because, yeah, she does wear sunglasses sometimes. But she crosses her what now? Her arms? She don't have no fucking arms. She has 4 legs. What are you doing, man? Sorry. She throws on a pair of sunglasses and crosses her arms. Always ready. You rub your forehead, then turn to Rarity. For the first time, you notice she has no luggage with her. Hey, Rarity. No, it won't hurt the rubber ducky if we... What? She looks up from her conversation with Sweetie Belle. Bert, what are you doing with that rubber ducky? Where are your bags? Oh, that, she chuckles, waving a hoof. Darling, you didn't honestly expect me to bring all that inside, did you? You peer out the open door for the first time and see a pile of suitcases on a wagon. You turn back, slightly amazed. And you managed to pull all that by yourself? She laughs, waving a hoof. Of course not, dear. Yeah, get Sweetie Belle to do it for you. Slave labor, man, slave labor. You're now at the train station, and all the Phillies have somehow managed to, as a collective group, lug the mountain of luggage on wheels all the way to the depot. You have to give them credit. That's not something you'd normally undertake, at least not by yourself. Rarity checks her watch. I do hope Fluttershy arrives soon. Heaven forbid if the Oh my god, I cannot talk. I do hope Fluttershy arrives soon. Heaven forbid if the train had left without her. I cannot read this sentence. I do hope Fluttershy arrives soon. Heaven forbid if the train left without her. There we go. Right as Rarity says this, a suitcase approaches, seemingly hovering by itself. When you look closer, however, you see legs, claws, snouts, and tails of mice protruding from underneath. You look a little ways down the road and see Fluttershy, accompanied by another floating suitcase. Meeting your eyes, the yellow Pegasus smiles. Hello, Ivan. She nods at the others. Rainbow Dash, Rarity, girls, girlfriend. She draws out the last word as a kind of special acknowledgement, you guess. So you have your animals carry your luggage, you venture to ask. More slave labor! What is this? Oh, well, just on the way here. They insisted. I just couldn't say no. She pats the nearest one to her on the head and coos, Okay, Nosy. You can go now. The mouse squeaks in response, rubbing up against her hoof, and scurries off back towards the road. Fluttershy sighs as she watches him go. They grow up fast, don't they? You, Rainbow, and Rarity look at each other and can only nod awkwardly in response. Holding a particularly long eye contact with Rainbow, you realize both of your thoughts concern the average lifespan of a mouse. How long does a mouse live? I know that, hamsters live 3 years, so it can't be much longer than that. Fluttershy sighs again, unaware of your thoughts. Turning around, she's met with the rest of her furry servants, lined up in front of her. Aw, you all want rewards too? The assembly nods, and Fluttershy starts with the one in front. Thank you for helping, Minzy. Be good while I'm gone, Flipsy. Are you going to miss me, Kicker? I bet you will. It goes on like this for a while. She names off her pets, giving each of them their own little special goodbye. Soon, it's a rather ugly, mostly hairless one's turn. She kisses it, chirping. Goodbye, Ivan. Mama won't be gone long. That sucks. Ivan? Rainbow Dash sniggers, just loud enough for you to hear. In response, you ruffle her hair, messing up her somewhat formally neat mane. She stops laughing and punches you in the thigh. You're ready to retaliate by pulling off her sunglasses, but Fluttershy turns back to you. Sorry about that, girls. And Ivan. Ready to go? You all nod and pick up your bags. Predictably, Fluttershy is the last one to board. Before she can go on, however, you tap her on the shoulder. Yes, Ivan? She asks, doing her best to disguise her impatience. You make it quick. Just wondering, why was one of your rats, or mice, named Ivan? Her eyes brighten up. Oh, he's the one you saved from the pot of macaroni. Don't you remember? You look at your right hand, the evidence of such an occurrence still slightly visible. Yeah, I remember. All right. I'd have to be crazy not to. Yeah, especially when scooping... Whoa. Yeah, especially when the scooping spoon was within reach. But of course, you went right with the option of sticking your hand into the pot of hot macaroni. I was on... Let me try this out. All aboard! Shit. Sorry, I had to try that. The conductor shouts, making the both of you jump. You gesture to the pink-maned mare to go ahead of you, to which she gratefully accepts. Now, to think of a way to get back at Rainbow, you do have the whole trip there. Another break in the text. And I thought beach folk were supposed to be friendly. You throw your bags on the ground next to the hotel door. Rainbow does the same. Well, what did you expect? You were eating beef jerky in public. You wave it off. God, Griffiths do it all the time. Why do they so if you're not supposed to eat it? She rolls her eyes. Well, for one, Griffins living in the pony territory normally don't eat in public. It's kind of an unsaid rule, since this is a vegetarian nation. You sit down on the bed. Okay, but I'm still wondering how ponies know what meat looks like. You know, vegetarian nation and all. She raises an eyebrow. Do you want me to make you feel like an idiot again? No. She smiles, sitting next to you on the bed. Then shut up for a while. You're about to retaliate, but stop when she leans against your shoulder. You look down, intending to give her a disapproving scowl, but soften up once you see her big violet eyes gazing back at yours. Aw, that's so cute. With a sigh, you roll your eyes and put an arm around her. Giggling, she hugs you back. The two of you stay like that for a while. Dash, eyes closed, soon lays across your lap. You make a good pillow. You look towards the pillows at the end of the bed and wonder if she would like to have a real one. Oh, they're gonna have a pillow fight? Pillow fight! Yay! Don't even think about it. What? You ask innocently. She shoots you a glance that reads, Are you fucking kidding me? Then rests her head on your thigh. Not wanting to move and consequently disturb Rainbow, you decide to finally take a look at your room. From what you can tell from your sitting position, there are 2 beds, a nightstand in between them, a kerosene lamp hanging above that, and a door by the bathroom. It's odd how similar this hotel is to the ones you find back on Earth. It has a common, nothing special design that you're used to, albeit the absence of a television. Actually, the lack of TV is making you kind of bored. What? No TV? No TV means no MLP! No! My life! Okay. That's one of the things you usually enjoyed about hotels. A slight movement catches your eye. You look down, finding that Rainbow's ear is twitching. The urge is irresistible. You bring your hand behind her ear and begin to softly scratch. A pleasured groan escapes her. Knowing now that she's not asleep yet, you move your appendages to her shoulders to see if you can get a better reaction. Your fingers move over her collarbone, caressing the soft area on and around her neck. You squeeze her shoulders and knead her upper back, eliciting pleasured moments from what you perceive as a purr. You can't help but chuckle at the first mumbled words that pass her lips. This isn't enough to make me wet. Oh, rather, this is enough to make me wet. Oh, hey. We're going to have another NSFW moment. At this, you move your hands a little lower, just enough to meet her rib cage. For some reason, you've always liked touching her ribs. Yeah, that's kind of weird. She knows this. She also knows what this tends to lead to. Adjusting yourself so as not to hit you, her legs snap open, awaiting for your caressing touch. Licking your lips, you lean forward, ready to bring forth sensual feelings. Ivan? Rainbow? Are you two in there?